Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting, and I'm incredibly excited to be able to put out this video today and show you this brand new product. It is of course the new MagLoad Nexus. It actually only arrived yesterday morning to me, so I haven't had a chance to get down to the range with it. So this isn't a full in-depth review, it's a first look tabletop review of this product, but to have the opportunity to show you guys it first is incredible, and it was sent to me directly from MagLoad, so a big thanks to MagLoad for supplying me the brand new Nexus. You will already know that I'm a big fan of MagLoad already. They sent me the double quad loader, which I did a full review of and liked it so much that of course I'm adding it to my competition belt rig. I'm going to be using it for 3-gun, multi-gun and practical shotgun competitions. It's just an effortless caddy to use and has been the first one that I felt fully confident and natural quad loading with. And my initial impressions of the Nexus is they've just taken everything I loved about the double quad loader and they've put it into the Nexus. The self-adjust system, which I think is an amazing feature of the double quad loader, which is why I recommended it so much to buy it with the upgrade, is now integrated as standard. So you buy a Nexus, you're going to have that self-adjust system. I did also comment on the sort of 3D printed FDM parts that MagLoad used. They've stepped it up. The parts on the Nexus, they're all of the same material, this lovely composite material, and it has a lovely finish on it, this real sort of grainy textured finish. It feels lovely to sort of handle and sort of interact with, and I think if you like handling your gear, if you like interacting with it, you're gonna shoot better with it. It's gonna feel more natural. As you can probably count, this Nexus is the 12 variety, so you can get 12 shells in there. They will also be doing a 28 capacity caddy. The Nexus 12 is retailing for £130. The Nexus 28 will be £310. When comparing that, or certainly the Nexus 12 to the double quad loader, I think it's around the same price point. This is £100 with the self-adjust upgrade. You've got 8 shells that you can put in there. This has 12 and it's 130, so the per shell cost is very, very similar. Comparing them again, the weight, obviously you can see that this is larger. It's using a lot more metal for the sort of backing plate there, and it is heavier, and it is noticeably heavier. Obviously you are getting more there, so you've got to take that into account, but when I weighed it up, the double quad loader came in at around 250, 260 grams. The Nexus with all the parts on it came in at around 450, 460. So side by side, you're thinking, oh yeah, that's quite a big weight increase, but actually if you break it down, I would probably run as a minimum 3 caddies, 3 8 capacity caddies as part of my rig. I'm only going to need 2 Nexuses versus 3 of the double quad loaders. I would rather have 2 Nexuses than 3 caddies. It's going to be just easier and feel better on the belt, and you can just see that this looks a lot more compact for the capacity that it's offering, and I can just imagine it being a lot more comfortable on the belt in some ways. It contours as well. It's got this lovely bend in the back plate, so it's going to go around your waist really, really nicely, contour to you, feel a lot more natural. Because this is straight, you can sometimes feel that they do stick out a little bit. They're not going to follow the contour of your body. One thing that I just thought might put people off is there's a lot of parts to them and you do have to assemble them yourself. MagLoad are incredibly good at making their instructions clear, understandable and really natural to follow. I actually only really skim read the instructions and was able to put mine together no problem at all. It took me about 20 minutes to get it to this stage, missing that final one, and that was on the sofa with bolts and screws going down the back of the sofa and losing tools and parts. If you were to have everything laid out properly, it's going to take you under 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure of that. Everything is really neatly packaged when it comes to you. Everything that you need, you get your little Allen key. As I said, the instructions are really clear, and it just makes the construction of one of these a lot simpler and a lot more enjoyable. But just to show you how easy it is, I was going to show you the last one being added. So you get the back plate. There's nothing more you need to do to that. That's what everything gets screwed onto. So you take this part here, it's got an L and an R in it, depending if you're going to be loading with your right or left hand. You take this pin, slide it through the top of the side that you want. So for right-handed, you slide it through the top of R. You then get your bottom plate, and all of the components are dimensioned so that it's pretty much impossible to put the wrong part in the wrong way, and you'll feel if something isn't going in right. So it leads itself to being incredibly intuitive. There's a little hole in the pin that lines up. You drop the screw into there, screw that into place. You've then got that part assembled. On the base plate itself, the back plate, you've got all these little notations on there just indicating where you need to place it depending on if you're going to be loading right or left-handed. Again, it's all explained incredibly well in the instructions, really easy to follow, and absolutely worst case, you put it on the wrong way, it's really not difficult to take apart, swap out. It is a modular design. It's going to lend itself very, very well to upgrades, future upgrades and tweaks that people may want to make with it. Certainly with the 28 capacity Nexus, you're going to have a lot of space on there for other things if you want. So it's going to be interesting to see what MagLoad does in the future, or what people themselves come up with. You've then got the final part, top of the base plate, put the screw through, and it really is that simple. I don't know why I didn't come and do it all on my bench here. It would have been a lot easier. Really simple to put together. It shouldn't be daunting at all. Simple to take apart, make modifications to. And touching again on the self-adjust system, it's just a brilliant feature, and I've got a few shells here to show you. Obviously, in a practical shooting scenario, you're going to have potentially a selection of different shells you'll be shooting: slug, buckshot, birdshot. I've even seen people use different varieties of birdshot depending on the stage that they are doing. So just to demonstrate that self-adjust, see how easy that is, even when it's not on the belt and moving around on the table there. And some shells here that are completely different size, just like that. No adjustment needed, it just works, and that's what I loved so much about the double quad loader from MagLoad. A great bit of kit, and I haven't even got it down the range yet, but I will be doing that very, very shortly. I'm super impressed with it. They've stepped it up from the double quad loader, and I was already impressed with that. And yeah, I'm genuinely looking forward to getting this down to the range, and potentially I think it's got a good shout at becoming a permanent fixture on my competition belt. I'm definitely moving away, I think, from the Takom. These self-adjust quad loaders, they're just so natural and easy to use. As I said with the double quad loader, the first caddy that I've used that I felt natural to quad load with, and I might just be brave enough to try one there, even with two different shape shells. Just simple, comes away. You've got that 1.1 kilogram pull force from the magnet. It holds the shells in just perfectly, not too strong, not too light, and it just makes for an easy break every single time. You probably saw that you've got the traditional sort of mounting holes there. You're going to be able to put that on a tech lock, no problem at all. Put it on your belt, put it on Velcro. A whole selection of different mounting methods that you can mount it to your competition rig with. But there we go, a first look at the brand new pre-release MagLoad Nexus. Great bit of kit. If you're looking at stepping up your caddy game, well, I can still recommend either of these, but I think this is going to be the one to go for. So stay tuned. I will be getting out a full in-depth review of it very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll put all the links in the description below. And as always, I hope to see you soon.